this over the bowl. Here. Let me do. Just to make it go faster. So there's one. There's two. You have to help me scrape this out, Xander. Scrape it out with your fingers, silly. Yep, you're gonna get messy. Come on. Okay. Two. Now my hands are all messy. No, that's shaving cream. Okay, so first graders, don't lick the shaving cream. And kindergartners.
How's that taste? Does that taste like winning?
There's three.
I need help.
Yeah, you do. All right, Abram, you're going to get 3 cups of shaving cream. Do not lick this.
Xander, go wash your hand off. Just
Straight
rinse it off.
out.
Stick it in there. Oh no!
That's
So-
okay.
So kids, don't break your measuring cup.
Yeah, try not to at least. And expect things to go wrong, and if they go wrong, so what? Keep going. That's what science is about, is making mistakes and
I want to school.
keep going and adjusting as you need.
Going to school, the last one by myself.
I'll think about it.
You gotta scrape that one out though.
No, scrape it out, not hit it out. All of it. Okay, if you notice, the foam does expand. You need to basically fill it up as much as you can 3 times to get those 3 cups. Might be a little bit more than 3 cups, but I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. And it might get all over the place. We might actually need bigger bowls than the little plastic bowls that I requested from parents. So we might have to change that. Alright, so after you get your 3 cups of foam shaving cream, you're going to add food dye. You need to wipe off your hands first.
Abram.
Sit back down.
Okay.
Mine is blue.
Sit back down.
Okay.
So 6th graders, make sure we have plenty of towels, or paper towels, or something available. Might be better if we do not let the kindergartners touch the shaving cream at first. Not until they absolutely have to. Now, it does not say how much food coloring to add, so just have at it. Abram, do you want purple, red, or blue?
Blue.
You want blue?
I want red.
Okay, so Xander, since you're old enough, go ahead and start with just 10. Abram, count them for me.
Drops?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, now if you noticed, I didn't put them all in one spot. I spread them all out as much as you can. Do you want to try and add just a little bit more?
Yeah. Yeah, me
11,
too. 1,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 should be plenty,
yeah.
hopefully. Okay, from here, you are supposed to mix in half a cup of Elmer's glue. So we're going to take our half cup, and hopefully this one does not break. And Xander, why don't you grab us 2 plastic spoons, because it said we're supposed to mix it in. So we're just gonna pour this until the half cup is full. Are we full?
Yeah.
Okay, now what do?
Pull.
Pour it in. Now 6th graders, during this time you would be explaining the science of this to your 1st graders. You would explain how the properties of the glue are going to react with the properties of the foaming shaving cream. You will have little note cards, but it is perfectly okay to also stop and ask your kindergartners and 1st graders questions about what we're doing. Xander, you're going to want to go grab the other glue bottle that's on the counter, please.
Xander, not
Xander.
Abram. Dude.
Because that's the second time you've almost pulled that glass bowl down onto the floor. Again, which is why it is extremely important that we follow the directions that are given to us and we keep a very, very close eye on those kindergartners because they are going to be excited. They're going to want to grab at things, and we need to make sure we keep them as safe as possible. So is the half cup filled?
Yes. And that's enough.
Okay,
And
put the
that's
lid on that.
40 full.
And just kind of pour it all over the shaving cream, not just in one spot. And then take your spoon, scrape out measuring cup to get as much of it in as possible. Any materials that you are now done with can get set aside so you don't have a huge mess. This one has red on it, this one does not. Okay, next step is to stir in half a teaspoon. So we're supposed to mix this in. So gently let your kindergartners or first graders, if you're my fourth hour, gently, and show them how to do this. Gently mix in the glue with the shaving cream. You don't have to have it perfectly mixed yet because we're going to add more things to it, but just enough that it's all kind of combined, almost like when you guys are doing cakes and cookies with your mom or your dad at home. You just stir it enough so that it's completely combined. Okay, good job, Abram. All right, so now we are going to add in half a teaspoon of baking soda. This is baking soda. Half a teaspoon. This is not half a teaspoon, that's a full teaspoon. So 1 second.
Set it down right here. We'll clean up after, okay? Do you guys want to keep stirring up a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep, stir it up more.
Half a teaspoon.
Xander, let's see how yours is coming along.
Try and get all of that blue mixed in. All right, so I'm gonna start with Xander's first, and sixth graders, you can measure this out for your first graders and then give it to your first grader so that they can pour it in. Remember, they are supposed to be doing the experiment, not you. You were just telling them what to do and you were explaining it.
So you want to sprinkle it.
Like Xander's doing right now, you can instruct your kindergartners and first graders to sprinkle it all over. And then you would take the measuring spoon, get another half teaspoon for your other kindergartners, give it to your kindergartner. If they have trouble holding it, you can assist them, but again, don't do it for them. And just kind of make sure that they get it all over the place instead of just one spot. And then that is supposed to get stirred in. If they're having trouble stirring, remember some kindergartners don't have that fine motor control yet. Just kind of help scrape the bowl. Let them hold the spoon with you so that they are still doing it with you. There you go. Abram, hold the spoon. There you go.
This is getting fun because I guess smush it inside Xander's face.
Oh no, we are not doing that. This is not meant to be put on people's faces. You might want to mention that to your kindergartners and your first graders, that this does not go in the eyes, does not go inside the mouth, inside the nose, none of that fun stuff. All right, next we are gonna mix in, go ahead and stop stirring, guys. You don't wanna stir it too much. We are gonna mix in 1 tablespoon of saline solution. And then you will stir until slime forms and pulls away from the side of the bowl. Okay, so again, you guys can measure it for them, but let them pour it in. And make sure you tell them to try and pour it all over the place instead of dumping it in one spot. And if you hold it while they hold it, chances are it's not going to get spilled all over the table. Okay, start stirring. Abram, you ready? Okay. All over the place. right, Abram, start stirring. Now at this part, you're supposed to take the spoons away and you are supposed to start kneading this with your hands. Because look at Xander's already, it's starting to become stiff. That's exactly what's going to happen. So take the spoons away and tell your first graders. And if you want to model it for them, great, but I don't recommend it because your hands are going to get sloppy like mine are. Let them get sloppy unless of course they have some texture issues. Let them start to knead the dough, basically, even though it's not really dough. All right, Abram, give me your hands so I can wipe this all over you. Okay, keep going, keep going. Okay, do you notice how it's starting to get kind of stringy? That's exactly what you want. Abram, keep going, keep going. You want the entire thing. You don't want any more soft mush, you want stringy. Keep going. Okay, once it gets to be slime consistency, this is slime consistency, and honestly, 6th graders, you would know more about slime than I would because I've never used slime. You guys have, I know you have. So once it gets to the consistency that it should be, we can add in some of those, you know, little spiders and other Halloween things. Abram, come on, we gotta get the stuff at the bottom of your bowl. Add those in. Oh, honey, please don't get it all over my wrist. And then it goes in their Ziploc bag. Okay, so Abram, let go for a second. I'm gonna try and get the rest of this out of the bottom of the
This is
bowl.
disgusting.
Okay, you'll notice you've got some wet spots. It should not look slimy and wet like that. Do not let your first graders or your kindergartners run around the room with their hands like this. As soon as this is done, as soon as you have added the spiders or whatever you're gonna put in it, and as soon as I've gotten pictures of you guys, and this is in the Ziploc, you need to take them back into our room so that they can wash their hands. Okay, this is the consistency you want it to be in. And then this just goes in the Ziploc. And then that's it. And then you start cleaning up. You wash out the bowl. It does need to be washed for the next group. Throw away any trash that you have. If you need more materials, you get more. You reset your table for the next group. And we're all done.